Top 10 trades with the best work-to-life balance in 2025. You know what nobody talks about in the trades? Work-to-life balance. Everyone's obsessed with the money. And yeah, the money's great, but what good is 6 figures if you're working 80 hours a week and missing your kids' baseball games? I've been doing this for almost 3 decades. Started as a punk apprentice in the sheet metal union. Worked my way up to foreman after eating enough humble pie to fill a bakery. Then I said, screw it, and started my own HVAC contracting business 15 years ago. 29 years total in HVAC. I'm 50 years old, and I can tell you this, the trades that pay well and let you actually have a life, those are the golden tickets. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Look, I'm not going to lie to you and say these jobs are all 9 to 5 with zero stress. That doesn't exist. But what I am going to show to you are the trades where you're not constantly on call, where emergencies are rare, where you can actually plan a vacation without your phone blowing up at 2 a.m. These are trades where you work hard during work hours and then you go home. Revolutionary concept, right? Number 10, building automation technician. This is the person programming the brain of modern buildings. You're a tech wizard, making sure HVAC systems, lighting, security, all that stuff talks to each other and runs efficiently. Here's why the work-life balance slaps. It's mostly scheduled work, installations, upgrades, maintenance contracts, very few 3 a.m. emergency calls because Karen's office is too cold. You're working normal business hours because, wait for it, you're working in businesses during their normal hours. Mind blown. Skills you need? Basic electrical knowledge, computer literacy, problem solving. You got to think like a detective and a programmer had a baby. Starting pay runs 55 to 85K plus. But here's the kicker. As a contractor specializing in building automation, you can easily clear 6 figures. These systems are everywhere, and most people don't understand them. Getting in? Technical school, manufacturer certifications, Honeywell, Johnson Controls, Siemens. Some HVAC or electrical background helps, but isn't always required. The golden ticket here? Once systems are running smoothly, you're just doing routine checkups, not chasing emergencies. Number 9, low voltage technician. Security systems, fire alarms, data cabling, cameras, door access, all the behind the scenes tech that makes buildings actually function in 2025. And here's the beautiful part. Low voltage means less danger, less stress, and usually way better hours. Most of your work is installations and scheduled maintenance. You're not the electrician who gets called because someone's house is on fire. But technically, the fire alarm might be going off, but you're not fixing the fire. Pay range? 45 to 75K plus, starting out. But as a low voltage contractor, man, you can build a serious business. Every new building needs this stuff. Every old building is upgrading this stuff. You need certifications. NICET is gold. Some basic electrical knowledge and attention to detail. Because if you wire something wrong, nothing explodes. It just doesn't work. Way less stressful than high voltage. Work-life balance? Mwah! Commercial jobs mean working when the businesses are open. Residential means working when homeowners schedule you. Very few true emergencies. Number 8, electricians. Now hold up. I know what you're thinking. Electricians get called out all the time. Yes, if you're in the residential service, if you're the emergency guy, but here's what most people don't know. Commercial and industrial electricians, totally different game. You're working on new construction, planned maintenance, scheduled upgrades. The 7 to 3:30 life, rarely on call. Pay, starting 50K to 75K plus, depending on location. But journeyman electricians in commercial or industrial, 75 to 100K plus easy. Master electricians running their own commercial contracting businesses, 150 to 300K plus. Skills? Obviously electrical theory, but also code knowledge. NEC is your Bible. Math, blueprint reading, And honestly, just not being an idiot around electricity, because it will humble you. Getting in? Apprenticeship programs through unions or trade schools, 4 to 5 years to become a journeyman. Licensing requirements vary by state. The secret sauce for work-life balance? Specialize in commercial or industrial. Avoid residential service calls. Problem solved. Speaking of getting into the trades, hey everyone, if you're having some trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor. And honestly, it's pretty slick. Coura will help you decide if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, and supply chain coordinator fits your goals. Not some generic trades are great BS, but actually matching your situation to the right path. Then you could start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course shows you exactly what the job is like day to day, not the Instagram version, the real version, and teaches you how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in my description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out. All right, number 7, quality control inspector in manufacturing. This is the person making sure parts meet specs. You're the gatekeeper between good enough and actually good. And here's why this rocks for work-life balance. Manufacturing plants run shifts. You work your shift and then you're done. No on-call, no emergencies at home. No, hey, can you squeeze in one more job? You clock in, you do your job, you clock out. Revolutionary. Pay runs 45 to 70K plus. Not gonna make you rich overnight, but combine that with zero stress about emergency calls, and it's golden. Contractors in QC, consulting, or inspection services, you can build a business serving multiple manufacturers. 80 to 120K plus once established. Skills needed. Attention to detail, like serious attention to detail. Blueprint reading. Understanding GD and T. Geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. Yeah, it's as fun as it sounds. Basic math. Get in through technical schools, community colleges, or manufacturing training programs. Some places will train you on the job. The lifestyle? Work for your 40 hours. Go home. Weekends are actually weekends. You might have to work weird shifts, but at least you know your schedule. Number 6, CAD technicians. You're sitting at a computer, designing stuff, parts, systems, assemblies, the things that eventually get built in the real world. Here's what nobody tells you about CAD work. It's basically a desk job in the trades. You get paid trade money, but you're inside. Climate controlled. No crawling through attics in July. Work-life balance? The elite tier. You're working business hours because you're supporting engineers and designers who work business hours. Deadlines exist, but midnight emergencies? Non-existent. Pay starts 45 to 65K plus, but experienced CAD techs in specialized fields, aerospace, medical device, industrial equipment, 70 to 95K plus. Freelance CAD contractors serving multiple companies, 80 to 150K plus, depending on your hustle and your specialization. You need CAD software skills, obviously, some understanding of manufacturing processes, blueprint reading, and honestly, just being detail-orientated and patient because you'll redo things 47 times before engineers are happy. Getting in? Technical school, community college programs, manufacturing specific certifications, and also course careers, which I mentioned earlier. Some people are self-taught, but having a formal cert helps. The dream factor? Work from home is actually possible in this trade. Not always, but possible. Try doing that as a plumber. Number 5, HVAC technician. Look, I'm biased. This is my world. But let me tell you why HVAC can actually have great work-life balance if you're smart about it. The secret? Specialize in commercial maintenance or new construction. Avoid residential service. Commercial HVAC means you're working Monday through Friday, normal hours on scheduled maintenance. You're not the guy getting called because someone's AC died on Sunday during a family barbecue. Pay for HVAC techs? 45 to 70K starting. Experienced commercial techs? 65 to 95K plus. And listen, as an HVAC contractor, the sky is the limit. I built a business that let me work when I wanted to work. Not perfect, but way better than punching someone else's clock. You need EPA certification, mandatory for handling refrigerants, trade school or apprenticeship, or course careers that I talked about earlier. Understanding of electrical, mechanical, and refrigeration systems. Problem solving skills, because HVAC is part science, part art, part voodoo. Getting in? Trade school, union apprenticeships, or company-sponsored training. Also, course careers that I talked about earlier. Takes 3 to 5 years to really know your stuff. The work-life balance hack? Get into building automation, chillers, or large commercial systems. Fewer techs know how to work on them, which means better pay and better hours.
Hi, quick break here. I've been an HVAC tech for 29 years, and the best way I recommend to get into HVAC without having any experience is through Course Careers' free HVAC course linked in the description. It will teach you exactly how to get hired, and if you decide on the full course, it covers everything you need to get your first job. The full course includes the skills to do the job and everything you need to actually get hired.
Number 4, Millwright. Most people, what's a millwright? The people who install, maintain, and fix the giant machines that make everything you own. Millwrights work on manufacturing plants, power plants, factories, installing conveyor systems, aligning massive machinery, doing precision work that would make a brain surgeon nervous. Work-life balance? Better than you'd think. Most millwright work is scheduled shutdowns and planned maintenance. Yeah, sometimes it's emergency work, but it's usually during scheduled plant downtime. Plus, union millwrights, they get paid and they get benefits and they get pensions. The trifecta, starting pay, 55 to 75K plus. Experienced millwrights, 75 to 100K plus. Industrial maintenance contractors specializing in millwright work, 100K to 200K plus. Skills, mechanical aptitude, precision measurements, rigging and crane operation, welding helps, blueprint reading, and honestly, spatial reasoning because you're working in 3D constantly. Get in through union, apprenticeships, best path, technical schools, or military training. CBs love making millwrights. The lifestyle perk? When the plant shuts down for maintenance, you work your butt off for a week or two, then go back to your regular hours. Overtime? Oh yeah, but it's planned overtime. Number 3, elevator mechanic, also called elevator contractors or elevator technicians. Doesn't matter what you call them, they're making bank. And here's the thing about elevators. They need constant maintenance, but it's scheduled maintenance. You're not fixing random emergencies all day. Well, sometimes you're on maintenance routes. Predictable, planned, professional. Work-life balance? Once you're established, it's solid. Routes are assigned. Maintenance schedules are set. You work your route. Go home. Done. Pay? Buckle up. Starting elevator mechanics make 60 to 80K plus. Journeyman? 80K to 120K plus. Some elevator mechanics with overtime are clearing 150K plus. Contractors installing and maintaining elevators? That's serious money. 200K plus if you're good. But here's the catch. Getting in is harder than most trades. Elevator union apprenticeships are competitive. We're talking hundreds of applicants for a few spots. Skills needed? Mechanical and electrical knowledge. Heights don't bother you, obviously. Problem solving. Following safety procedures religiously because, gravity. The work-life balance secret? Most elevator companies run during business hours. Emergency calls exist, but you're usually on a rotation. Not every night, not every weekend. Number 2, control technicians. industrial controls, PLC programming, automation systems. You're basically the person making robots and automated systems actually work. And in 2025, this is gold. Why is work-life balance great here? Most controls work is installations and scheduled programming. Yes, breakdowns happen, but compared to other trades, control technicians are more likely to work planned projects than constant emergency service. Plus, the demand is insane. Everyone's automating. Everyone needs control techs. You have leverage. Pay starts 60 to 85K plus. Experienced control techs 85 to 120K plus. Controls contractors or integration specialists 120 to 200K plus, depending on specializations. Skills, electrical knowledge, PLC programming, Allen, Bradley, Siemens, HMI design, troubleshooting, computer literacy, and the ability to think logically, because debugging code at 2 a.m. will break your brain. Get in through electrical apprenticeships, instrumentation programs, or technical schools with control specializations. Manufacturing companies will sometimes train you internally. The future-proof factor? AI and automation are coming for lots of jobs, but someone needs to program and maintain those automatizations. That's you. Job security level? Maximum. Number 1, robotic technician in manufacturing. The future-proof trade with elite work-life balance. You're the person who keeps industrial robots running, installing, programming, maintaining, troubleshooting. These machines are everywhere. Automotive, food processing, packaging, logistics. Here's why this takes the number 1 spot. Scheduled maintenance? Check. Planned installations? Check. Working during plant operation hours? Check. High demand so you can have negotiating power? Check. Emergency calls exist, but most companies have multiple techs rotating on call. You're not solo, carrying the burden. Pay? Starting 65 to 90K plus. Experienced robotic techs? 90 to 130K plus. Robotics integration contractors? 150 to 250K plus. This is specialized work. Not everyone can do it, which means you control your schedule more than most trades. Skills needed? Mechanical and electrical knowledge, PLC programming, robot-specific programming languages, pneumatics and hydraulics, and honestly, a passion for technology, because this field moves fast. Getting in? Technical schools with robotic programs, manufacturing certifications, FANUC, ABB, KUKA, military electronics training translates well. Some 4-year engineering technology degrees. The golden ticket? Work-life balance plus future-proof career. Plus high pay. Plus constantly learning cool new stuff. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Look, every trade has its moments. Bad days, tough customers, equipment that breaks at the worst time. But these 10, they give you the best shot at actually having a life outside of work. And here's what I learned over 29 years. Money's great, but time with your family, time for your hobbies, time to just exist without your phone blowing up, that's real wealth. These trades pay you well and let you sleep at night. That's the dream. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered career advice, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm out here trying to show you the real path to a good life in the trades, not the Instagram highlighted reel, the actual blueprint. And hey, here's a joke to end on. Homeowner, I got these 3 quotes. You're $3,500. The other guy's $1,200. Why should I pay you more than double? Contractor, I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I can promise you one thing. 6 months from now, you're going to wish you'd paid $3,500. Homeowner hires the $1,200 guy. 6 months later, the contractor's phone rings. Hey, remember me? So, the other guy, can you come fix this? And please, don't say I told you so. Contractor, I charge $5,000 now. $3,500 for the work and $1,500 for fixing someone else's mess. Peace out.